Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Eastside Youth Center here in Allentown, Pennsylvania for this afternoon's matchup in the East Coast Basketball League between the Philly Raiders out of Philadelphia and your Lehigh Valley Flight out of Allentown. So a Pennsylvania matchup, bit of a rivalry, at least on paper, in terms of locations for the teams. But we should have a fun one here this afternoon. Hello, everyone. I am Tyler Kish, pleased to be bringing you this broadcast here this afternoon. First afternoon home game in this Flight franchise history. All the home games are usually Saturday nights, but they had to rework the schedule, and that's why we're playing Sunday afternoon to begin the month of May 1st officially. So hopefully warmer weather on the way. But it should be a fun one. Flight was in action last night on the road against Red Rose Thunder, where they lost a close game, 124-119. Lehigh Valley's had about 5 or 6 games decided by single digits this year, and they've only been able to win one of them, and that was last weekend here in this gym against the Nova Bulls, who they defeated 110-105 for their first win in franchise history. Now, it was a very weird week for teams in this Mid-Atlantic division. So Flight last week beats the Nova Bulls by 5. The Nova Bulls had to go back to Virginia the next day to take on a Red Rose Thunder team that beat them by 20 in the first meeting. Well, the Nova Bulls took care of business last Sunday. Day after losing to us, they beat Red Rose by 12 on the road. We went to Red Rose last night in Lidditz and lost a tough one. So looking at the playoff scenario, Flight sitting at 1-9, 7th in the Mid-Atlantic Division. They need to win out today and then on May 15th against this Philly Raiders team to have a chance at the postseason. But the big kicker is they need the Nova Bulls, who are 2-6, to lose their next 3 games in order to make the playoffs. And for the Nova Bulls, it is not easy. They play they play Western Mass, I believe, today, Hartford, and they play the Western Mass Zombies again. So 2 of their next 3 are against 2 of the top teams in the division. So it is very doable for this Flight team to make the postseason. The Philly Raiders are at 4-4, but they only have 3 division wins as well. So talking with their head coach, Keith Wright, they want to lock up at least one more to feel good about their situation. But it looks like the teams that have to worry the most as of now are probably the Nova Bulls and the Lehigh Valley Flight, especially when the Philly Raiders beat the Nova Bulls by 6 earlier this year. I think they played twice, so the Philly Raiders will hold the advantage in that department, and now they're looking to try to win 2 against Lehigh Valley to shoe in their playoff spot. But the Raiders 4-4, 5th place in the Mid-Atlantic Division in the playoffs as of now, coached by Keith Walker. They will be in their all-black jerseys, as you could see to my left, and then down at the other end of the floor, you could see the Flight jerseys. They will be in the whites. Be in the white jerseys, discussing with the officials. So making sure we got the books situated, but Flight will be in their white jerseys here this afternoon. I'm going to have to try not to say tonight, as most of the home games are in the evening. So Flight in the white and gold, Raiders in the black, about 3 minutes away from start time. We'll take a look at some of the key players. We'll start with the visitors, the Nova Bulls. Shaq Shannon, their guard, averaging 25 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.5 steals. In their last game on April 23rd, a 125-111 loss to Hub City, Shannon had 30 points, 6 rebounds. That was an interesting game for Philly. They were down by 2 at the end of the first quarter, or they were up 2, at the end of the first quarter. Then they were down 24 at half. They stormed back in the second half, and at the end of the third quarter, they're down 2, but Hub City, with a big advantage in that fourth quarter, went on to win that game by 14 last weekend, outscoring the Raiders by 12 in that fourth quarter for a 125-111 win. Other players to look out for, Ben Mingledo, the small forward, had 25 points, 7 rebounds last week. Shafiq Taylor had 15 points, 8 rebounds. And Devin Walker, 14 points, 5 boards, and 3 steals. big news, though, for the Philly Raiders. They're without Mustafa Jones, a guard who is averaging 20 and a half points per game this year. 4 guys averaging 20-plus for this Raiders squad. Shaq Shannon at 25, Ben Mingle, though, at 23 points, and Devin Walker, a guard-forward combo player, averaging 21 points and just a tick under 10 rebounds per game. And for Flight, last night's loss against Red Rose, Khalil White returned to the lineup with 31 points. Kevin Rolak, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Devin Bennett, 23 points, and from what I understood, over 10 rebounds, despite having 4 fouls in the first half. We'll get to that in a little bit. Anthony Jenkins chipped in with 9, and Mike Braithwaite had a handful. Per the Flight players yesterday, the officiating was questionable on the road, so they were not happy that they didn't get some calls. But we have a pretty solid crew in the building here this afternoon, so we will see what goes on in that department. Last night, Lehigh Valley, the Flight could not stop Isaiah Wilmore. He had 35 points for the Red Rose Thunder. In both meetings for Red Rose against Lehigh Valley this year, Wilmore had 35 in each game. So Lehigh Valley glad to not see Isaiah Wilmore here this afternoon. Demetrius Davenport also chipped in and had a big fourth quarter to lead his team to victory from what I understood. So we will see what's in store. It is a playoff-like atmosphere, at least for the Flight players on the sideline, and some fans have made their way in attendance here on Sunday afternoon. DJ Jules in the house with live music, and it is Fan Appreciation Day and also free admissions for any student that goes to Central Elementary in the Allentown School District, which is a nice gesture by the Flight ownership to get the community and fans involved. So it is Fan Appreciation Day, and fans are scattering the bleachers here at Eastside Youth Center. We are 20 seconds away from getting started. Real quick, the starting lineups for the Philly Raiders. The guards, Shaq Shannon and Devin Walker. The small forward, Ben Mingledo. The power forward, Devin Moore. And the center, Richard Collins. For Flight, the point guard, Anthony Jenkins. Shooting guard, Khalil White. Small forward, Kevin Rolak. Pretty much a guard, but he could play the guard and shoot it from outside and also get to work inside. Power forwards, Mike Braithwaite and Devin Bennett. Both teams, like I said, out or missing some key guys, key pieces. For the Philly Raiders, they are missing Mustafa Jones, a guard who averages 21 points per game, battling the injury bug when I was talking with Keith Walker. And then for Flight, no Kevin Edmonds in the house, and have not seen Quadir Croston yet or Kawhi Rucker. But a new addition for Flight, Darrell Ellis Jr., a guard who has a nice outside shot but can also facilitate the basketball. He's a Philadelphia native, and in his debut for Flight, didn't get his final stats. So, the officials going over to foul situations, but getting back to Darrell Ellis, he didn't see his final numbers, but he did have a nice night from what I heard from some of his teammates and the Flight coaching staff. So we'll see what Ellis has in store. He'll come off the bench for this one. But one more time, the starting lineups for each team: Walker, Shannon, Mingledo, Moore, and Collins for the Philly Raiders. Jenkins, White, Rolak, Braithwaite, and Bennett for Flight. Khalil White, Devin Bennett, Kevin Rolak, all averaging 20 points per game for Flight. So we're getting the introductions out of the way, and we should be good to go. We did not get the full box score posted to the ECBL website last night, so we don't have the complete box score, but we had some guys who watch film, and the coaching staff tracked some numbers, and we do know Khalil White had 31, Kevin Rolak had 25, Devin Bennett had 23, Anthony Jenkins had 9 for Flight, and from what we understood, Mike Braithwaite with about 8 to 10 points in his return to action as well. So we're going to step aside now for the national anthem. are just about set for action. If you're just tuning in, real quick, one more time, the starting lineups for the Philly Raiders: Shaq Shannon and Devin Walker, the guards. The small forward, Ben Mingledo. The power forward, Devin Moore. And the center, Richard Collins. For Flight, the point guard, Anthony Jenkins. Shooting guard, Khalil White. Small forward, Kevin Rolak. The small forward, power forwards, and Mike Braithwaite and Devin Bennett round out the rotation here this afternoon for Flight. So put 12 minutes on the clock. The shot clocks are directly straight ahead, right where the officials are at on the far table. And the scoreboard in the gym is in the top right corner, but you could follow along on the bottom for the score. And we are just about set to go. The shot clocks in both corners, you might be able to see it under the scoreboard there. They are turned off, so we are going based off what the other table on the other side has. We are the official scorers table tonight, so, or this afternoon, there I did it again, but we will be able to report fouls and get you an accurate depiction of who has just how many fouls. No, it's been an issue previous games, but the officials will now be coming over to us to give us that information, which is a big plus, especially if you are trying to broadcast a game. And foul trouble is a big part of it, especially last night. Devin Bennett, 4 fouls in the first half. He thought he might have picked up one, if that. Went straight up. And the officials are ready. We are set to go as well. Raiders 4-4, 5th place in the Mid-Atlantic Division here in the East Coast Basketball League, clinging to a playoff spot. Top 6 from each division make it, and Lehigh Valley Flight on the outside looking in. Last place, but they need to win their next 2, including today, 2 more games. They are both against the Philly Raiders, and they need the Nova Bulls, who are 2-6, to lose their next 3. So the Flight can get in at 3-9, and the Bulls would be 2-9. A couple teams are short of games. That's just how the schedule fell. So we will see. In the circle to tip it off will be Devin Bennett and Richard Collins. Collins stands 6'7" for the Raiders, and Bennett 6'8" for Flight. So here we go. Bennett taps it back to Kevin Rolak, who says he wants to make his presence felt and go for 50 tonight. He pulls up and is short on his first shot attempt. Rolak had 21 points, or make it 25 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists last evening. With the ball for the first time, Shaq Shannon, averaging 25 a game, will dish it out to the corner. 3 ball off the mark from Devin Walker. Walker averaging 21 a game. Here's Devin Bennett, his first touch. Mike Braithwaite will try a wing 3. It goes in and out. So a couple of deep threes. Unsuccessful about 40 seconds in. Here's a nice move down low. Nice block by Bennett on Ben Mingledo. Now Bennett will try to go to work against Mingledo. Mingledo had 25 last week. Shot is way off the mark and pulled down and in the hands of Shaq Shannon, the Philadelphia native and Quinnipiac University product. Nice position down low, but Devin Moore missed the easy one. Here's Jenkins ahead of the pack, and he'll weave his way into the offense. Rolak going to the rack strong, and both teams are ice cold in this first minute and a half. Wide open look in the corner. The lefty Devin Walker drops in a big 3 for the game's first bucket. Walker, like I said on the year, 21 points per game, just under 10 rebounds, and 2 assists and 2 steals. Walker stands 6'5", a Philly native out of Maryland Eastern Shore, another Division I school, as Bennett misfires and is off the mark. Look at the head of steam here. And a nice steal, though, by Bennett on Shannon. Shannon was going down the other end. Khalil White, he won't get any more open than that, and he buries the 3 to tie things up. Just under 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. Here's Mingledo. Now into the hands of Devin Walker. He'll let one fly and answer with another 3. Devin Walker's second 3 of the game. And the Raiders back in front, 9:36 left here in this first quarter. Bennett, dribble handoff. Rolak was looking to dish it off. Bennett able to track it down. Here's Rolak from the baseline. Smooth shot and got it to fall. Kevin Rolak with the mid-range bucket. Nice kick out for three, missed by Moore. It was a nice feed from Collins into the hands of Kevin Rolak. Now Khalil White using the Braithwaite screen. White, kick it back out to Mike, and Mike will reset. Mike describes his play like Draymond Green. There's a Draymond Green-esque move to the basket, and Mike Braithwaite's on the board. A double-double threat each time out. 3 ball. And are they going to call it a long 2? And they called a long 2 out of the hands of Richard Collins. So Raiders back in front. Go. So it'll stay with Flight. 8:28 left in this first quarter. Back and forth we go here. Devin Bennett on the wing. Nice spin in the lane. He is hit on the way up. Foul is called on Richard Collins, his first, team's first. Bennett will go to the line where he has struggled at times this year. See if he can knock down a pair, and he hits the first one. So Bennett now the 4th different Flight player with the basket. The basket will count, but Rolak with a push in the back right after the basket went in. So he'll pick up Flight's first foul. Three ball from the corner. Collins off the mark, a little too strong. Rolak the rebound. Kevin looking to go coast to coast, and he traveled with the basketball. Hop step on the left of the lane. Rolak's got to be careful, chirping with the officials early in this game. It's about 1 for 4 to start. Deep three, letting it fly. It goes in and out off the hands of Shaq Shannon. He will shoot from deep. Now Khalil White will look to attack. Here's Anthony Jenkins working against Devin Walker. Braithwaite looking for some help. Khalil White wants the ball, and they'll run around the circle. Devin Bennett working against Mingledo. A pair of number 33s. Bennett, step back 3 from the wing. Smooth stroke from Bennett, and a nice 3, and that's his first field goal. And Bennett's got 5. And Ben Mingledo will answer with a 3 of his own. So Ben Mingledo on the board. And the missed bucket, 7 minutes in transition. Collins, some contact on the way up. Mingledo will save the possession. Walker launches the 3, the lefty off the mark, and Braithwaite pulls down the long rebound. Here's Jenkins. He loses the handle, but right back into the hands of White. He lost it, and Kevin Rolak able to save it. So the ball is bouncing around all different directions. White misses the 3, rebound Walker. Up ahead to Shaq Shannon. Walker almost poked it, had it poked from behind. Collins misses the easy one, and he is fouled. And that'll be Collins' second foul, trying to battle for the rebound. So his second, team second. .21 left here in this first quarter. Here's Devin Bennett. Bennett launches way off the mark from 3, saved by Jenkins. And a nice take, but unsuccessful. Board pulled down by Shaq Shannon. Offensive foul. Fresh into the game, Shafiq Taylor, and he commits the foul. Third team foul on the Raiders. 5:56 left in this left in this first quarter. Here's Bennett posting up. Fading away, and that's a nice bucket off the hands of Devin Bennett. Bennett now with 7. And we'll get the media timeout. 5:32 left in this first quarter. So, media timeout. Flight with an early lead, and this is a must-win game for Lehigh Valley in order to try to make the playoffs in their first year as a franchise. Being led right now by Devin Bennett. Bennett has 7. 2 free throws, a 3-ball, and a mid-range bucket, so doing it all types of different ways. Khalil White with 3, and Kevin Rolak and Mike Braithwaite with a bucket. Early foul trouble for the center for the Raiders, Richard Collins. 2 fouls, just about 6.5 minutes into the game. Baseline J is short from Walker, and it'll go back to Flight. 5:22 left here in this first quarter. Devin Bennett will walk it up, having a nice start to this game. Feeding Rolak. Rolak going to work against Taylor. Rolak short. He's just 1 field goal in about 5 or 6 attempts. Here's Shaq Shannon. Very explosive, quick guard. Nice trap. 3 look for Mingledo. Spins in and out. Jenkins the board, and he'll look to push the pace. He had 9 first quarter points yesterday, but did not play much else in the game. Not sure why. White putting on some moves. The 3 is short. And now Shaq Shannon will control. He'll just launch a quick transition 3. Both teams cold from downtown. And it'll stay with Philly. Philly Raiders 4-4 on the year. Another first-year franchise. Had a nice chat with their head coach, Keith Walker, before the game. Nice mid-range look off the hands of Devin Moore, but he missed the shot. 4:18 left in this first quarter. Low-scoring quarter. Bennett wide open from the wing, and Devin Bennett is having a heck of a first quarter here this afternoon. 10 points now for Bennett. Rolak, nice defense down low, and a traveling violation, or a carry, I should say, on Shafiq Taylor. Nice D by Braithwaite. 3:55 left in this first quarter. Ten points for Devin Bennett. He's had the hot hand early. Kevin Rolak's going to feed him the ball. Bennett working against Mingledo. Bennett on the drive, down the lane. He's hammered on the way up, and he'll go right back to the free throw line. Foul is called on Jay Hardy. I was told he wasn't going to be here today. But that is Hardy's first, team's 4th. Bennett's first free throw, get in there, and he spins it in. Now 3 of 3 at the line. Mike Braithwaite will check out for the Allentown native, Jihad Thorne. Bennett is now 4 of 4 at the line in this opening quarter. He's got 12 of Flight's 19. Shaq Shannon has it stolen away. Bennett in transition, takes the contact on the way up, and he'll go back to the line. 3:26 remaining in the first quarter. Jay Hardy with his second foul on Bennett in about 15 seconds, and he'll go right back to the line. Raiders 5 team fouls, Flight with just 1. Bennett's going to go right back to the stripe. He's automatic at the free throw line this afternoon. Looking to make it a 10-point lead. He cannot. Devin Walker. Ben Mingledo will kick it to the corner. Position for Taylor. He is walled off in a world of trouble. A tough contested mid-range step back is off the mark, and it'll stay with Philly under the basket. But Flight swarming on the defensive end, not allowing a lot of separation in the painted area for Philly. And it's a big reason why the Raiders only have 11. 3:04 left in this first quarter. Shafiq Taylor. And we're going back the other way. Turnover. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Devin Bennett. Jab step, 3, spins in and out. 2:44 left in this opening quarter. Devin Bennett having a heck of an afternoon. There's a nice answer and a 3-ball from Shaq Shannon, his first bucket of the game. Philly has hit 4 threes in the contest, but still trail by 6. Their mid-range shots haven't gone, but their shots from beyond the perimeter have gone. Rolak has it swatted away by Taylor. Flight able to save the possession. Jahad Thorne will try a 3. He's off the mark. So it seems like Flight's better getting downhill, at least this afternoon, and Philly's better from the outside. Rolak pulls down the board on the Shannon misfire. Nice ball movement. Khalil White on the baseline, count it, and the foul. White will go to the line. Foul is on Mingledo. It'll be his first, team's 6th. And Khalil White, a chance for the 3-point play. It was a tough take to the basket. White only 6 feet going against Mingledo, who's a much taller player, climbs the ladder and still finishes. Khalil White with 6. Shaq Shannon needs to find some help. The Quinnipiac product. Kicks it to the corner. Walker's 3 is short. Rolak climbs the ladder and rips down the board. Jenkins in transition. He is deadly in the transition game. Bennett is fouled again on the way up. Foul is called on Devin Walker, his first. It'll be the team's 7th. Bennett makes the first. Second one will not go. Still a 10-point lead, 1:34 left in this first quarter. Ben Mingledo up top, right side with the basketball. Looking to drive and probe. Taylor's shot is blocked by Thorne. It kicks all the way down to Mingledo, turns and fires on the baseline and knocks down the shot. Interesting sequence there. We're going to have a foul called on the floor. They're going to call it on Mingledo. It'll be his second. It'll be a technical. Jenkins will shoot the technical free throw and knock it down. Both teams are chirping. So Mingledo's got to be careful. 2 fouls and has a tech. Rolak's 3 is off the mark. He is cold. He was making everything in warm-ups. but struggling to score early on. 9-point lead for Flight, 1:03 left in this first quarter. Khalil White from the baseline, off target. Rebound pulled down by Jay Hardy, and White almost got it back. Looking to run here. Here's John Johnson, kicks to Walker in the corner, and that's a big bucket for Philly. Devin Walker, 3 threes in this first quarter. He's got 9. Good news for Flight. He spaced him out every 3 or 4 minutes. Walker seems to hit a 3. So someone Philly will want to keep feeding. Rolak trying to get going, has his shot blocked by Hardy. And a smart foul by Jenkins on John Johnson to stop the transition. Just Flight's second team foul compared to 8 for Philly. So Flight in the double bonus. Fouls do reset, though, at the end of each quarter. Just 20 seconds left in this first quarter. John Johnson feeding Walker on the baseline, and he goes with the left hand and finishes. Walker with 11 in the first quarter. Anthony Jenkins, dribble handoff to Bennett. Bennett, 3 on the game clock, has to hurry. Floater in the lane, way off the mark. Hardy the rebound, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Devin Bennett with 14 points in that first quarter for Flight. The next closest player is Khalil White with 6. So Devin Bennett over half his team's points in the end of that first quarter, but the Philly Raiders, 5 points at the end of that first quarter from Devin Walker, hit that 3 and the 2. Total points for Walker in the game, he has 11. 5 from Ben Mingledo, 3 from Shaq Shannon, and 2 from Richard Collins. So it'll be Raiders ball to start this second quarter, but Devin Bennett, the hot hand for Flight early on. John Johnson still on the floor. And a turnover right away. Well, the Raiders being hurt with turnovers in this one. 11:47 left in this first half. And into the game for the first time at home this year, Nasir McFadden. Battled some injuries. McFadden launches the 3 and connects right away. Nasir McFadden. Flight needed that bench production from outside, and we'll see what McFadden, Metal Saint, or Jules, excuse me, can do. Shafiq Taylor hit on the way up, count it, and the foul. Taylor's first bucket. Foul is on Jules, his first, and the foul's reset to start the quarters. So Jules picks up his first. Team's first here in the second quarter. Taylor completes the 3-point play. And it's going the other way. Turnover by Jules. 11:15 to go, second quarter. Devin Bennett, the hot hand for Flight with 14, and Devin Walker, the hot hand for the Raiders, he's got 11. Here's Shaq Shannon, and he answers with a big 3 ball, and all of a sudden, it is a 1-point lead for Flight. Shannon's second 3 of the game. McFadden, Jules able to save it in the corner. Look at Jules take off, right back to McFadden, the give and go, unsuccessful. Rebound ripped down by Mingledo. Check that, it was Taylor on the rebound. And Taylor's got it back at the foul line where he has been hassled all afternoon. Jay Hardy on the baseline, kicks it out. Walker wants another three, cools off from downtown. Bennett the board. 10.5 left first half. Khalil White, Philly native, going to work. Tried to take it up strong, and he missed it. Shaq Shannon looking to take off. Explosive, down the lane, the left hand, knocked to the deck, no call. And Shaq Shannon puts his team back in front. He's got 8. Bennett in transition, no sir. Rebound Shannon, he's feeling it. Fires it down to Taylor, and Taylor missed the layup. Rebound White. Early 8-3 run in this second half for Philly. White quiets the run and answers with a 3 of his own for Flight, and Khalil White's got 9 in the ballgame. John Johnson works it over to Shannon. Shannon starting to get more involved. Nice feed down low. Walker missed it, though, with the left hand. Shannon averaging 25 and Walker averaging 21. Those are going to be 2 guys to watch out for. McFadden missed it from another zip code. That was way downtown. Runner off the mark from John Johnson. Here's Bennett looking to push the pace. Dishes it out to White. Shot fake. Had him flying in the air. But White missed the corner 3. Taylor leaking out. Jay Hardy, little give and go. Back to Taylor, and Taylor uses the glass and lays it in. Taylor's got 5 points here in the second quarter. We are tied at 31. Flight wants a timeout. 8:49 left in this first half. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one here this afternoon in the ECBL. It seems like some frustration on the Flight bench. They were leading by double digits at one point early in the game at 23-13, I believe was the score. But they definitely were up double digits, and since then, it is a different story here in this second quarter. It was only a 4-point game at the end of the first quarter, but that was due to the fact that they ended the quarter on a 5-0 run, and since it was 25-16, it is a 15-5, make it a 15-6 run for Philly. So it was 25-16. Devin Walker closed the quarter with 5 points for Philly to make it 25-21 at the end of the first quarter, and Philly has all the momentum right now. Keith Walker, their head coach, on the sideline. Didn't get to ask if he was related to Devin Walker, but Keith Walker, the head coach and owner of this Raider franchise, and had a nice conversation with Keith. And his squad short a couple guys, as are both teams here this afternoon. Quadir Croston in the building now, still in his warm-up gear. We'll see if he gets some playing time. Jules, McFadden, Thorne, Braithwaite, and Bennett on the floor for Flight. Thorne has it stolen away by Johnson. Johnson will lay it in. The Raiders back out in front. John Johnson's had a nice impact with his speed here in this second quarter. 8:24 left in this first half. Here's Jules, the Easton native. Works it out to the Allentown native Thorne, and that is a obvious travel by Jihad. It'll go back to Philly. Johnson calmly working the offense. Shafiq Taylor's found his groove. A contested pull-up, and it is a deep 2 off the hands of Taylor. He's got 7 points all in the second quarter. Didn't have a lot of room to operate that first quarter. He's made the adjustments, and Taylor having a nice start to this second quarter. 7:42 remaining first half. And a foul on the baseline committed by Jihad Thorne. It'll be his first, team second here of the second quarter. Oh, nice give and go, but nice defense by Rolak to deny that shot opportunity. 7.5 on the clock, 10 on the shot clock, and a travel is called by the official, and John Johnson commits the turnover. He's a little slow to get up. Philly has found their way to battle back into it. No surprise, toughness is always a given for a Philadelphia team. Doesn't matter the sport or what level it's in. They're going to bring that toughness. And another turnover by McFadden. He commits a quick reach-in foul on Johnson. McFadden's first, team's third here in the second quarter. So in the first quarter, it was the Raiders committing 8 fouls and just 2 for Flight, but already 3 Flight fouls in the second quarter, none for Philly. See if Flight can get Darrell Ellis going on offense. Has yet to take a shot. From what I understood, he had a nice game against Red Rose yesterday, so we'll see if he can get going. And he's in there to force the turnover step for step with Walker and cause that disruption. Turnover Johnson, ball back to Flight. 7 minutes to go, first half. Rolak has been ice cold early. See if he can find the handle. Launches the three, and a smooth shot from Kevin Rolak. He's been around the block. That's his first three. He's got 5. And a nice bucket for Flight. We haven't called Richard Collins' name in a while. He had 2 fouls 6 minutes into the game. He's off the mark there. Rolak starting to feel it, pulls up for another 3. Unkind roll from the rim. Bennett got it back, and Bennett finishes with the 2-hand slam, and Flight back in front. Clear the runway. Bennett with 16. Johnson working against Jenkins. Johnson going to do it himself. Acrobatic move in the air, unsuccessful. Bennett, nice feed. Braithwaite with the layup, and Flight going on a run here, starting to feel it. Keith Walker wants a timeout. 6 minutes left here in this first half. Nice response from Flight, and they are currently on a 7-0 run. And Keith Walker will take the timeout for the Raiders to calm his team down, but this game has been a game of runs. Flight out in front by double digits in the first quarter. Raiders able to close late in the first quarter. They took a big lead in the start of the second quarter. Flight now responding with a run of their own. Devin Bennett leading the way with 16 for Lehigh Valley Flight. Devin Walker with 11 for Philly. But halfway through this first half, Bennett with 2 of his 16 in the second quarter, and Walker has yet to score in the second quarter. So something to keep an eye on, but Bennett leads all scorers with 16 points. Shaq Shannon, 2 3 balls for him in this one. Collins, high arcing corner 3 is off the mark. Rolak the rebound. And here's Jenkins looking to push the pace. Devin Bennett got that call earlier in the game. No call there. Letting them play on. Walker kicks it. Taylor on the drive. Can't get it to go. Rolak rips down yet another board, and he is bumped by Taylor. Blocking foul called on Taylor, his second, team's first of this second quarter. Jenkins feeds Ellis. Ellis off target on the 3 ball. Shafiq Taylor on the pull-up, way off the mark. And coming in for the putback was Shannon, no dice. Braithwaite operating. Jenkins now. Bennett cross court to Ellis. Ellis, jab step, launches the 3 and knocks it down. Ellis, first field goal is a 3 ball. 4th 3 in the quarter for Flight. After just having 3 total 3 balls in that first quarter. 4:36 left in this first half. Flight on a 10-0 run. Philly's gone cold, and a toy basketball thrown out onto the floor. Guess it'll work in Flight's benefit there. They'll get the ball. And it'll be Bennett to bring it up. 16 points for the Patterson, New Jersey native. Played his college ball in Philly at Holy Family. Rolak step back wing three, nothing but the bottom of the net, and it is a 13-0 run for Flight. Rolak's got 8, 4:04 left in this first half. Shannon kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor trying to power his way through Braithwaite. That's hard to do, but he will get the call. They're going to call it on Rolak. Check that. Oh, they're going to change the call. It is going to be on Braithwaite, so that's just his first. I thought they got it on Mike initially, and they do. So they got it right. That's Mike's first, team's fourth here in the second quarter. Taylor to the line. Makes the first one. So a nice second quarter here for Shafiq Taylor. He's got 8. Taylor looking for his 9th points of the game. Both free throws up and through. All 9 for Taylor here in the second quarter. He struggled big time in the first. Braithwaite, unselfish feed. Rolak is fouled from behind. They called on Devin Walker. It is his second, team's second here in this second quarter. Rolak back to the free throw line, or to the free throw line for his first time tonight, this afternoon. A chance to get in double figures. Rolak makes the first. 9 for Kev. And make it 10. So Rolak in double figures. Second Flight player to reach that mark. Khalil White will be the next one. He's got 9. Spinning in the lane, Mingledo. Tough take off the glass. Ben Mingledo has a quiet 7 early on. 3:38 left in this first half. Rolak deep 3, well short. Thought he was hit on the arm. Looked like a good no call from here, and a reach in there committed by Ellis. His first, team's 5th. Getting back to Kevin Rolak, he is in the top 5 in rebounding for the entire ECBL, averaging 15 rebounds per game. We'll get the media timeout. 3:24 left in this first half. And I think it'll be double, or at least bonus time for the Raiders. So when we come back, they will be on the foul line. Flight responding well after Philly went on an early run in this second quarter. And since it was 35-31, Lehigh Valley currently on a 15-4 run here in this second quarter now. Just over 3 minutes left to play in this first half. And at the line, shooting 1 free throw is Shafiq Taylor. Guess it's 1 and 1 right now. So he's got to make the first to get another one. Well, no, they're going to say, I thought it was a 2-shot foul, and it indeed is. Taylor now 4 of 4 at the line. He's got 10 in the game. And make it 11. All in the second half right now for Shafiq Taylor, the second quarter. It's Sunday. It's early. I slept in. Braithwaite, shot fake, step back from the baseline off the side of the backboard. Not a high percentage shot. Shannon putting on the moves. Unselfish kick to the corner. Walker has cooled off from downtown. He has yet to score in this first half, or in this second quarter, I should say. He had 11 in the first quarter. None yet in this second quarter for Walker. 11 for the game. And he'll be the inbounder. Mingledo working against Ellis. Takes on the contact from Braithwaite. Good D by Mike. Went straight up. And Rolak pulls down the board. Ellis, deep three. Curry range off the mark. Everyone wants to channel their inner Steph Curry, and a nice take to the basket by Shaq Shannon. Count the bucket and the foul. It is on Braithwaite, his second, team's sixth. All of a sudden, Philly trying to punch back. 2:36 left in the second quarter. Shannon looking to complete the three-point play, and he does so. 11 for Shaq Shannon. Rolak wanted it. Now he finally gets the ball from the wing, and he misfires. Quadir Croston's first action as he tries to save it on the baseline. Can't do it. It'll go back to Philly with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Clock will now start. Shannon trying to buy some precious seconds. Walker gets right by Braithwaite with the left hand, left it short. Bennett up ahead to Croston. Quadir did not show up to warm-ups. He was a little bit late, and rusty start for him. 2:03 left in this first half here on Fan Appreciation Day. A couple Allentown School District Elementary School students from Central Elementary in the building. Braithwaite stripped on the way up. Taylor looking to run. Pulls up from the foul line, and he knocks it down. Not the high percentage look, but Taylor's found his groove in this second quarter. And he's got 13 all in this quarter. Ellis, sidestep three is short. Offensive board Rolak, left the teardrop short. Ellis, 2 for $1, and this one goes. Second three for Ellis, he's got 6. Shannon answers right back. Another tough take to the rack, and Shannon go right back to the free throw line. His second straight and one. The foul called on Ellis. It'll be his second, team 7th. $13 for Shannon and make it 14. He only had 3 in that first quarter, and he started to get going a little bit. So Shafiq Taylor and Shaq Shannon for Philly, getting more involved in the second quarter. And if they can get Walker back in his groove, could be smooth sailing. But Devin Bennett is having a nice afternoon himself. He's got 18. Just 4 in this second quarter, though. Spinning in the lane, Mingledo, an obvious travel. Officials all over it. 1:07 left in this first half. Officiating gets criticized a lot in basketball, but that is one of the easier calls to make. Mingledo on the traveling violation. 1 minute to play here in this first half. Bennett going to work down low. Fades away. Might have grazed the front of the rim. Oh, Mingledo behind the back. Kicks it out. Shannon, shot fake, spin. Walker wide open from the right wing, and he won't miss that one. Philly back in front. Walker's 4th 3 of the game. He's got 14 points. That was his first bucket of the second quarter. Reach-in foul committed by Devin Walker, and that's going to be 3 on Walker. 33 seconds left in this first half. That is a big foul to call. Just the third team foul for the Philly Raiders here in the second quarter. So we'll see if Flight can take the lead. 17 left on the shot clock, 26 on the game clock. Braithwaite's running floater in the lane won't go. And here's Shaq Shannon. They will hold for the last shot. Shot clock is turned off. Shaq Shannon will go against Rolak. This is a great matchup. First time they've really been matched up. Taylor down low, got Bennett high in the air. 1 second on the clock. Shannon beats the horn. Count the bucket. Shaq Shannon, the Quinnipiac product, is taking over here in the second quarter. And Philly's got a 3-point lead at the half. $16 for Shaq Shannon in the game to lead his team. And 13 of them here in the second quarter for Shannon. 16 total to lead his squad. 14 for Devin Walker. He had a quiet second quarter. And 13 for Shafiq Taylor, who had all 13 of his points in the second quarter. The only other players to score for Philly, Ben Mingledo has 7 total, and 2 from John Johnson. We'll go over to Lehigh Valley now. Devin Bennett leads the way with 18. Kevin Rolak has 10. Khalil White with 9. Darrell Ellis with 6. 3 from Nasir McFadden. 2 for Braithwaite. And 1 point for Anthony Jenkins. We'll step aside, come back with the halftime show. So they were keeping a surprise from me. They told me they had one. I picked up, I guess, a halftime award. Much appreciated to Muriel and Anthony, the owners for this Flight franchise. And it's been a very fun first year and the last home game. And definitely will be back next year in the ECBL. So I appreciate them for that award there. And all right, so we're going to get some things cleared up right now for Philly. Jay Hardy is listed at number 15 on the roster, but they said that is not Jay. So wearing 15 is Lamont Huggins. So Lamont Huggins is wearing 15 this afternoon, and he has the 2 fouls. So appreciate Sean Baldwin from Philly, one of the reserves for his squad, clearing that up for us. So it is Lamont Huggins wearing 15 instead of 31. $11 minutes left at this halftime show. So one more time, the stats. Devin Bennett leads all scorers with 18 right now, And it's had a nice first half. We'll see if he can continue it, but we'll start with the team stats in the first half. We'll start with Philly, the visitors, who are out in front. Shaq Shannon with 16, Devin Walker with 14, Shafiq Taylor 13, 7 for Mingledo, and 2 for John Johnson. For Flight, 18 for Bennett, 10 for Rolak, 9 for White, 6 for Ellis, 3 for McFadden, and 1 for Jenkins. So pretty even battle so far. We'll see if we can get someone on for the halftime show. But it was a back and forth first half, really. Flight had an early 10-point lead in the first quarter. It went away in that second, or the late stages of that first quarter, it went away. Philly had the early second quarter lead. Flight goes on a run. Philly able to close a quarter well and respond well. And we'll get Kevin Rolak to come over here at halftime. So we'll get Kevin's headset adjusted and get him on camera here. Kevin Rolak now joining us here on the halftime show. Kevin's got 10 points in this first half. 8 of them came in the second quarter. It was a bit of a slow start for you. Once you kind of found the groove, hit a couple threes, team goes on a little bit of a run there. When they focus more on you, it seems like other guys, other contributors can get involved. You and Devin Bennett right now with 28 of your team's 51. Khalil White's chipped in with 9. Guys trail by 3. What do you have to do to get back in this one? You're still in it, but what do you have to do to regain the lead?
I mean, me personally, I feel like we got to stop getting so upset, so animated anytime something happens. You know what I'm saying? Somebody make a play and everyone's like, oh, my. It's a long game, so we just got to keep playing. You know what I mean? We're going to score. They're going to score. They're not a bad team, so we can't just, you know what I'm saying, try to disrespect and expect them to miss every shot. Miscommunication and mistakes are part of basketball, and it's going to happen.
Now, it seems like you guys start the quarter well, have a nice middle half of the quarter, but the first 2 quarters of this game, they were able to end very well. How do you make sure you guys stay consistent? You mentioned the communication. What are some other things you can do on the floor to make sure it carries over for the next 24 minutes?
Close out on the shooters a little bit better. We gave up, I think number 1 or somebody like that. He hit a couple of threes for them. We just got to identify who wants to hurt us and who cannot hurt us. As long as we do stuff like that, we'll have a much better quarter. I think we're moving the ball pretty good. Just got to pick it up a little bit more on defense. The intensity has to pick up a little bit more. We'll be fine, though.
Now, it seems like the story all year for you guys, it's been you, Devin Bennett, Khalil White, the main 3 scorers, and then on any given afternoon, someone tries to step up a little bit and contribute. We haven't really seen too many guys doing that so far this afternoon, as you, Devin, and Khalil have combined for 37 of the 51. Darrell Ellis hit 2 threes in that second quarter. He's got 6, the next highest scorer. He started to find his groove, didn't play a lot in the first quarter. Made his debut for Flight last night. You like what you saw out of your teammate, and he certainly carried that over a little bit. Can he be the guy to start making some more shots for this team in the second half?
For sure. I made a call in the second quarter. I said, hey, let's get Shooter going. We know he can shoot, you know what I mean? And all we got to do is, as teammates, we got to do a better job of getting him involved, getting the ball where he needs it, getting him the ball in his spots, and he's going to do his job. He'll take care of the rest from there. So we just got to be, be a little bit more efficient, do better, and we'll be fine. I'm very confident that we're going to take care of business this entire second half. Y'all going to see a different show.
Thank you for your time, Kev. Best of luck in the second half. A close one early on. Still a lot of basketball left.
Appreciate your time.
That was Kevin Rolak, 10 points for Kev. Hit a couple threes. And a couple threes in that second quarter. It was a big quarter for Kev. And we'll see if it carries over. About 6 minutes left. We'll step aside. DJ Jules is here somewhere. I don't know where he went. And now he's got the music fired up again. All right, so about 3:13 left in this halftime break, battling a little bit of audio issues. Hopefully they're all situated. But it's been a fun first half so far. And we'll see if it carries over in the second half for Flight. They just have not.
It's actually 13.
So a correction on the stats here for Flight, getting it situated. Just going over the book. Bennett with 18, Rolak with 10, White with 9, 6 for Ellis, 3 for McFadden, and 1 for Jenkins. The correction is I had Braithwaite down for 2. He actually has 4. So one more time, the Flight halftime stats. Bennett with 18, Rolak with 10, 9 for White, 6 for Ellis, 4 for Braithwaite, 3 for McFadden, and 1 for Jenkins. So 54-51 at the halftime break. And we're just about set to get the second half started. I'm a busy man this afternoon. We are the official scorers table as well as the official broadcast. I'm on the graphics, making sure everything's situated. So we are all set in stone. So one more time, halftime stats, the 100% updated ones. Yeah. So one more time, the updated halftime stats. It'll be Flight ball to start. We'll start with the visitors, the Raiders stats. They're being led right now by Shaq Shannon. He is 16, 14 for Walker, 13 for Taylor, 7 for Mingledo, and 2 for Johnson for Philly. The Philly Raiders there. And for Flight, 18 for Bennett, 10 for Rolak, 9 for White, 6 for Ellis, 4 for Braithwaite, 3 for McFadden, and 1 from Jenkins. But it was a 7-point advantage in the second quarter for the Raiders after they trailed by 4 at the end of the first quarter. So it's Flight ball to start this second half. Philly said he came over the line on the inbound. Bennett's 3 off the mark, so if Philly didn't get the possession to start. Three ball, Mingledo, and he knocks down the 3 ball, so that is 10 now for Ben Mingledo. Six-point lead. Here's Bennett. Bennett spinning in the lane. Tough take. He can't get the friendly roll. Got his own board, trying to put it back in. And Bennett unsuccessful there. We have a tie-up and a held ball, a jump ball situation. So it'll be Bennett and Johnson. Nope, make it Bennett and Walker to jump. The two Devons. Devin Bennett able to win the jump ball for Flight. Braithwaite down low. Khalil White pulls up from the foul line and spins it in and out. 10:44 left in this third quarter. More fans have found their way to the stands here on Fan Appreciation Day. 3 ball, Walker, he's had a hot hand at least in the first quarter. Cooled off a little bit in that second quarter. Misses that one. Bennett, the bounce pass back to Bennett. Down the lane, Philly won the travel call, no call. They're late getting back on D. White, little too strong on the take. Rebound pulled down by Devin Moore. And now it's Shaq Shannon. Fires the mid-range J. No, offensive board, Collins. And he misses it, and it'll stay with, I believe, the Philly Raiders. 10:04 left in this third quarter. Into the hands of Ben Mingledo, has 10 points, a couple of 3 balls. Now Devin Walker working against Khalil White. He's got the height advantage. Walker pulls up, smooth shot, and Philly now out in front by 8. 16 for Walker. Rolak, nice finish off the glass with the right hand. 12 for Rolak. Collins, no. And now Rolak will bring it up. Again, we are battling some audio issues. Keeps cutting in and out at times. Braithwaite goes up, and he is fouled by number 15. Or is it number? Well, he held up 1-5. I guess it's going to be on Collins. It'll be his third, so it was a 2 and a 5. I guess that's how they added 7. Yeah. So it's on 7. That's Collins' third, team's first. Braithwaite makes the free throw. 5 now for Mike. Mike's got 6 on the afternoon. Back to a 5-point lead for the Philly Raiders. Make it a 4-point lead, excuse me. And here's Shaq Shannon. Shaq Shannon with 16. Devin Walker trying to draw out the defense. Hassan Greenfield on him. Hassan hasn't seen a lot of minutes in this one. See what kind of energy he can provide. All in the face of Collins. Walker's 3 off the side of the rim. Offensive board. Devin Moore and 1. Devin Moore and 1 more. His first field goal. Good time to get it. It's on Rolak. That is his second. So Devin Moore looking to complete the 3-point play. Make it a 3-possession lead. Devin Bennett, 18 first half points. Trying to get going again in the third quarter. Rolak on target from 3. And stepping out there, too. 15 for Kevin. Philly led by 8. 59-51 at one point in this third quarter. Mingledo not even close. Collins, the offensive board, gives it right back to Mingledo, and he'll finish down low. 12 now for Mingledo. 5 of them here in this third quarter. Braithwaite, now Bennett. Bennett down the lane, friendly bounce, and it finds its way down the bottom of the net. 20 for Bennett. Bennett comes up with the steal. Khalil White, nice unselfish feed. Greenfield missed the easy one. They don't get any easier than that. Mingledo hanging in the air, and the putback for Richard Collins, a 2-handed finish. 4 points now for Collins. That's a way to silence Flight Nation. Came soaring back for the putback and did not miss the dunk. White with a tough take down the lane, going right down the runway. Khalil White, he's in double figures with 11. Now Devin Moore, nice bounce pass, and Mingledo slashing to the rim. Ben Mingledo with 7 of his 14 here in the third quarter. Khalil White down to Greenfield. Now right back to Braithwaite, and Mike puts it off the glass and in. Collins is fouled, and he'll go back to the line. Foul is called on Bennett, his first. Collins with 6 points. That was the bucket I was missing on my sheet. And he misses the foul shot. So score is all added up here. 70-64, the correct score. Rolak lost it. Up ahead to Shaq Shannon. Kevin does a nice job to get back on defense. Shannon hanging in the air. Almost an up and down. Collins starting to find a bit of a groove. Mingledo behind the back. Got right by Bennett. Almost lost the handle, and that time the travel called. Got away with maybe one. Too many steps while trying to secure it. .538 left in this third quarter. Kawhi Rucker just got to the gym not too long ago. He's off on his first shot. Now Mingledo. Oh, the Euro. Yeah, why not? Mingledo having a nice third quarter. 9 in the third quarter, 16 for the game. Came in averaging 23. 5:15 left third quarter. Nice bounce pass down low, and Rucker, a clear traveling violation. So again, one more time in the game, number 15 is actually Lamont Huggins. He is listed at 31 on the roster. And Collins able to finish there. Collins has 8, and it's a 10-point lead now for the Raiders, their largest lead of the game. Here's Jules. Unselfish feed. Hassan Greenfield gets his way on the scoring column. And a turnover forced on the other end. Greenfield tried to throw it off Walker, and he could not. And one coming up for Lamont Huggins. Rolak's third foul. Second, make it third team foul as well for Rolak. And he is chirping in the media timeout. Has to keep his team away from getting a tech. They're telling him to go back to the bench. And he wisely does so. And he is frustrated. He said he did not touch Huggins on the way up. So media timeout here, and Lehigh Valley has to regroup and get back into this one. It'll be Lamont Huggins to complete the three-point play. Again, he normally wears 31, but has Jay Hardy's jersey here this evening. And he completes the three-point play. 11-point lead for the Philly Raiders. And Jules airmails Bennett. Bennett 6'8", couldn't get to that one. Flight fighting for their playoff lives. They need to win this afternoon to keep them alive. Walker off target on the three. Jules the rebound. Jules with the head of steam, lost it on the way up. Greenfield, no, it's still tapped around and finally ripped away by Huggins. And did Keith Walker get the timeout off in time before a potential travel? He did. So 3:55 left, third quarter. Was it the media timeout or did he get it off in time? I'm not sure. Getting switched over to another headset now, so audio should be cleared up and nice and good for you. Sorry about those issues. Finally had the time to make the switch, so we are going to keep it with the Raiders, so they did get the timeout off. And now Devin Walker will bring it up. Clock has not started, now it does. Lamont Huggins, offensive foul. That'll be his third one and team's second. And Croston is slow to get up. Huggins goes, well, doesn't have a height or weight listed on the roster, but he is a pretty put together dude. Croston's 6'9", and doesn't have as much muscle mass, we'll put it that way, and he took the business end of that hit in a sensitive region, I believe. So they're going to check on Quadier. And hopefully he's all right, now being helped to his feet. And he'll get the round of applause. Kevin Rolak, can he lead the charge in the comeback? It's the largest deficit right now for Flight. Braithwaite powering his way inside off the window, no. Rebound, Lamont Huggins. Pull-up jumper, Mingledo, nope. Bennett will bring it up. Can Ellis find his groove again? He's short on the three. Now into the hands of Shaq Shannon. Shannon comes off the screen, wide open three, left it off the front of the rim. Offensive board, Mingledo, and he's hit on the way up. Foul is on Braithwaite. That is his third. Team's fourth. Ben Mingledo will go to the line where he has 16. Make it 17. His first free throw attempt. makes a pair, and all of a sudden it's a 13-point lead for the Philly Raiders. They had a big third quarter in their last game against Hub City, outscoring the Hogs 41-19 in the third. So this is a team that plays in spurts, no doubt, and they're on one of their hot streaks. Braithwaite's corner three, probably not the look you want. And Shannon will come down and miss the right-handed layup in transition. Now Jules will look to direct traffic. Three ball McFadden, and we needed that one. Nazir McFadden, his second three of the game, 6 points for him. And it's a 10-point deficit still. Ellis, McFadden, Bennett, Braithwaite, and Croston on the floor for Flight. Walker answers with the left hand of his own. He's got 18. And for Philly, it's Walker, Shannon, Taylor, Mingledo, and Huggins. 1:56 left in this third quarter. Bennett trying to get back into the swing of things. High arcing three, rims in and out. Long rebound tapped out to Mingledo, and here he goes in transition. Dumps it down to Shafiq Taylor, and Taylor's got 15. Trap comes, and a foul is called on Devin Walker. It is his fourth, team's third. Croston to inbound. Rolak tried to spin, lost it. John Johnson in transition. White knocks it out of his hands on the way up, and who's it gonna stay with? And now slow to get up for Philly is, I believe that's Johnson down there. So a very physical game. It'll stay with the Raiders. Mingledo powering down low against Thorne, and he's fouled. Only Jihad's second, team's fifth. So it'll be two shots for Mingledo. First one is off the mark. He's now 2 of 3 at the stripe. 1:21 left in this third quarter. White being hounded by Johnson in the backcourt. White, unselfish feed, crossed and lost it. Quadier's had a rough afternoon in his limited minutes. He's also been shaken up a little on a hard foul. Nice feed down low. Mingledo to Taylor. Shafiq Taylor with 17 in the contest. And Philly leads by 17. Braithwaite turned it over, and it's all downhill right now for Flight. Taylor missed the layup, and it's going down the other end. Huggins with a push in the back. It'll be his fourth foul. White able to get into the front court. Kevin Rolak with the ball in his hands. He's got 15. 25 seconds left, third quarter. Out to Khalil White. On the drive, had it poked by Johnson. It'll stay with Flight. 20 seconds left on the game clock, 8 on the shot clock. Thorne finds some separation. Rolak jab step, up top three, and a nice answer. Kevin Rolak with 18. 6 on the clock. Down to 4. Shannon on the drive. Hit on the way up, and who's the foul on? A couple guys in there. It was swatted away, but did they get the hand in the process? It's on Rolak. It is his 4th. Shannon at the line. He knocks down the free throw. And it's fired off the back wall. That'll do it for the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth. And Philly has exploded after only leading by 3 at the half. They respond with their second 33-point quarter. And Flight in that second quarter just held to 21. Put a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Flight playing for their playoff lives right now. We're going to have 12 minutes. Rolak officially credited with that foul down low. Crossan and Thorne were in on the play, but they called on Kevin. That's a big call because that is 4 on Kevin Rolak. Johnson kicks it out. Taylor's corner 3 won't go down and into Khalil White's hands. White gives it right back. Taylor with the steal. Shafiq missed it, and White the rebound. White kicks it out. Jahad Thorne hit a couple big threes last weekend, and he makes one right there. Jahad Thorne. Good time to get your first bucket. Down low, and that is Ben Mingledo. Three ball off the mark, all the way out to White, and he commits yet another turnover. Ahead of the pack, and Shannon will go with the easier option and lay it up. 19 for Shannon. Another Flight turnover. John Johnson, 2 points tonight. Six on the shot clock. Mingledo down low. Can't get it to go. 10:22 left for Flight playoff aspirations. And Rolak turned it over. A lot of turnovers in the last couple possessions. It's not been an easy night, or afternoon, I should say. And now a 16-point deficit. Do they have enough in them? They made a heck of a comeback a couple weekends ago against the Western Mass Zombies, the defending division champs. And it'll take another effort like that to try and save the season. Nice move, Johnson. Couldn't find the rim. Here's Ellis, and he almost turned it over. Bennett, extra feed out to Thorne. Jahad Thorne, can he be the one to bring the squad back? His second 3 of the fourth quarter. 6-4 Jahad. Shaq Shannon. Now Taylor on the pull-up. Bennett the board. Ellis transition three. Won't fall, and the rebound, Shaq Shannon. Knocks Ellis to the deck, no call. Taylor working against Bennett, and a travel is called. Shafiq Taylor with 17 here in the contest. 9:15 to go. Devin Bennett with a sense of urgency gets it across the timeline. Bennett powering on the drive, off with the left hand, crossed and tried the putback. Braithwaite's tap in won't fall, and Flight's had some chances, and there's an and one on the other end for Ben Mingledo. How about Mingledo? 24 points, 17 of them in the second half. And Jahad Thorne with his third foul. Mingledo is 3 of 4 at the line. Make it 4 of 5. $8:56 left in the game. Bennett fouled by Taylor. It is just Taylor's third. One team foul apiece here in this fourth. Thorne has hit a couple of left corner threes in the quarter. Braithwaite out to Ellis. Ellis lines one up. Too strong. And long rebound out to Shannon. Now Johnson with the left hand. Count it. Johnson only 4 points. And that was a big bucket. Impressive take. Croston. Easy one for him. Finally gets involved. That's his first field goal. 8:30 left in the game. Nice give and go. Devin Moore lays it in. That was a nice unselfish feed, I believe, from Shaq Shannon. Devin Moore, 5 points for the power forward. I think they gave the bucket to the wrong team. Ellis with the three. Steal by Shannon, and he'll lay it in. Down low, Croston with the slam. So we'll get the score figured out. It is incorrect on both ends, or incorrect on both ends, I believe. Bennett out to Ellis. Ellis on the floater. Left it short. Johnson. Moore on the putback. Bennett the board and up ahead to Ellis. And a foul is called. We got to. Yeah. So we had an issue in the book, but the score is now correct. 101-85 is your score. .6:36 left. Deep three, spins in and out. Rebound, Walker. Down low, Taylor, he's fouled on the way up by Jihad Thorne. That should be 4 on Jihad. Free throw is good. Taylor with 18. Make it 19. Greenfield is fouled and probably didn't want to be fouled as Croston was cutting to the rim. Foul is on Collins. That is his 4th. Bennett, after 18 in the first half, he just has 20 total. So they are really shutting him down, and another flight turnover. John Johnson. Kicks it out, 3 ball. And a nice finish. Check that, they thought they were gonna take the 3, but instead Taylor goes down and lays it in. Rolak, nice feed, Greenfield, tried to go feed Croston one more, and another turnover, 5:25 left. Here's Mingledo. Collins working against Rolak. Mingledo back in the lane. Missed it. Collins, the offensive board, had it poked away. Taylor able to save it in the corner. 5 minutes to go. Got Rolak in the air, but Rolak able to get the steal. Spinning past Collins. Kevin transition down to Greenfield. One more, and the slam for Rucker.
You gotta press. You gotta press up. You gotta force him to do something. Thank you.
They said it was off my foot.
Kevin's talking on game.
Officials warning for the language. They threw it off of Johnson's foot, and then it hit my foot right under the table. I am right behind these guys. Bennett will inbound. 18-point deficit. Ellis over to Khalil White, and he misfires on the 3. Rebound, Johnson. He's fouled in transition. Getting a little chippy and physical. 4:22 left. It's been physical all game. So that's 5 on Rolak. 4 minutes left in the game. We'll have to be careful. Fouled out yesterday as Johnson makes the free throw. Second free throw won't go down. But an offensive rebound by Huggins. Now Johnson launches the 3. And another board for Huggins down low, and he'll spin, blocked by Rolak. And he throws it off of Braithwaite, and it stays with the Raiders. Because every bounce in this second half has gone Philly's way. They only led by three at the intermission, and it's been all business ever since. And he's a big reason why. Shafiq Taylor, 23 now for the game. Flight playing their first back-to-back and showing signs of tired legs. Taylor, ever since he got going in the second quarter, Flight has not had an answer for him. Foul is called on Ellis, his third, team sixth. And Taylor can't make the free throw. That was his first miss at the stripe. Prior to that, he was 7 of 7.
You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick.
Rolak, 18 points, and he is rejected by Mike. Went straight downhill with it. A lot of power on that rejection. Rolak gets free, misses the wing three. Look at Taylor push the pace. Oh, he's had his way, and that's a nice way to cap off the afternoon. Still 3 minutes left. But Shafiq Taylor, what a game. Devin Bennett now. Blocking foul called on Sean Baldwin, getting his first action. Baldwin, a Philadelphia native, as are most of these guys on the team. I believe every single player listed on the roster from Philly on this Philly Raiders team. Just the third team foul, so they'll inbound on the baseline. Bennett, wide open three, and he has cooled down in this second half. Braithwaite lost the handle. Turnovers have been the story for Flight. Here's Huggins, and he cashes it in on the other end. 5 for Huggins. Khalil White gonna just have to start launching. He is fouled by Taylor. Taylor admits it. He got him on the way up. 4 on Taylor. 2:41 to go. White misses the free throw. Just 11 for Khalil, and he had 9 of them in the first half. So some of the performances in the first half from some guys just didn't carry over. White misses 2 free throws, so he only makes 1 of 3.
Press, you gotta press. Tell him.
12 on the shot clock. Johnson launches a 3 from downtown, and Philly yet another offensive rebound. They have racked those up as well. McFadden gonna get right up on Walker. Walker uses the screen. Driving down the lane and almost got it to go. Offensive board Taylor. And travel called on Huggins. 2:06 left to play. Bennett with the left hand. That's a nice finish. 22 for Dev. Under 2 minutes to play. Nice job by Ellis with the steal, but the swat by Taylor. It'll stay with Flight. Just kind of how it's gone. Ellis did well to get the steal, but Taylor able to close down and get the block. White's gonna drive baseline, go with the reverse. Little short, not enough on it.
Philly can sense it now. This is a much-needed win for Keith Walker's squad. They will move to 5-4, and Flight's playoff hopes are most likely finished. Johnson off on the layup. Got it back, and he'll go back to the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 this evening. He's got 5 points for the game. Foul is on Ellis. That'll be his 4th. Johnson makes the free throw. Made the second. Bennett, nice kick out to Ellis. Too much on the 3 attempt. Braithwaite with the offensive board and the putback. 10 for Mike. 1 minute to go. Johnson will head right back to the charity stripe, taking it himself. And Braithwaite's a little slow as he will hobble back to the sideline. Jahad Thorne's going to come in.
Who's that on? 11? Thank you.
They called on Ellis, so that's number 5 for Darrell. Johnson misses the free throw. So last home game, last broadcast for us of this ECBL season. It's been a heck of a first year, and it's been a lot of fun as well as Johnson makes that free throw. And I've had a great time broadcasting these games, and for a first-year franchise, and that's a nice move by Bennett. And hopefully we see a lot of improvement in the offseason, see how the waiver wire looks, and see which guys will stay around. But hats off to Anthony and Muriel for putting on a great first year of basketball, giving a lot of these guys an opportunity. And we'll be back with live broadcasts next year. It'll be a turnover by Taylor, and it'll go back to Flight. Deep 3, rebound Sean Baldwin. Huggins will fire it up, and Johnson will hold it. And that'll do it, 116-94. Come back with the post-game show in a few moments. We'll take some time to add up the numbers, and we'll come back with the post-game. Okay. I got it if you need it. Click. All right, so to add up the final numbers, 116-94 win for the Raiders. Raiders led by Shafiq Taylor with 26, Ben Mingledo with 25, 18 for Devin Walker. Hold on, we'll start that over. 26 for Shafiq Taylor for the Raiders, 25 for Mingledo, 21 for Shannon, 18 for Walker, 8 for Johnson, 5 for Moore, and 5 for Huggins. So 26 from Taylor, 25 from Mingledo, 21 from Shannon, 18 from Walker, 8 for Johnson, 8 for Collins, 5 for Moore, and 5 for Huggins. For Flight, 24 for Bennett, 18 for Rolak, 12 for White, 10 for Braithwaite, 6 for Thorne, 6 for McFadden, 4 for Croston, 2 for Rucker, and 1 point from Jenkins. So that'll do it. It's been a fun first year here in the ECBL. That'll do it for our coverage of Flight basketball. They will have one more game on the road on May 15th against the Philly Raiders. But for our production crew, I'm Tyler Kish saying so long and enjoy the rest of your evening.